great pleasure for us to kind of feel like you're here with us, sitting in the parlor, because the one continuing remark we get about the program is the great guests we have and also the subject matter. And we've got a guest today that you know very well. He's been on with us for quite a few years, monthly, Dr. David Clarke, Christian psychologist and majors in marriage counseling. And so he's back with us today. And we're going to talk about an unusual, I think very unusual approach he has. If your mate comes in and says, I want a divorce, there's kind of a, you know, kind of a program that Christians are kind of thinking in that kind of a situation, but he has a brand new approach. You'll find it interesting and you can make up your own mind on it, okay? And I'm going to join Wanda with me today. Listen to this, Chewy chocolate peanut butter cookies. Could it get any better than that? I think not. Brooke is going like this. And again, I want to offer you America at the Crossroads. Let me tell you, as we heat up for this election, my friends, you need to be informed. America is in a situation she's never been in before. And looking ahead is very sobering. So we want to offer you that book, America at the Crossroads, for that gift of at least $25. This is written by George Barna. It's based on actual study of the subject matter, and it's not visions and dreams. It's true numbers, and it pays to be informed. So if you want to use your credit card, 1-800-229-0059. Or write to me at Homekeepers, Box 6922, Clearwater, Florida, 33758. Hope you'll do that today. And welcome, Wanda.
Thank you.
I had to pull her from her desk because she's been so busy, but you're never too busy to come and say hello to the...
Oh, never.
Yes, she is.
She knows me too well.
But my greatest memories are my mom making peanut butter cookies, because we very seldom had ice cream. We never had potato chips. Thank God, you know.
Oh, but don't you remember though? My parents every once in a blue moon would get Charlie chips. They came in the can.
Oh no.
Your parents never did?
Never did that.
Maybe they weren't making them then.
I was abused.
They weren't making them then.
Well, let's put you put all these together.
Okay,
I'm going to put these together.
This is a cup of the chunky peanut
chunky
butter.
Peanut butter. And
Believe
it's got
me.
both a little brown and white sugar. By the way, this recipe is from the Healthy Cooking Annual Recipes. So if you don't think it's healthy, there are people who produce it that say
and
it
this is a quarter cup of
canola oil.
Canola oil. You already know it. You
And
can say it.
while she's doing that, I'm going to whisk together all of the dry ingredients so that after she has those wet ones together.
You didn't. That's not 3/4 cup, is it? Brown sugar? No, I think you went a little short on that.
A little short on it, maybe.
Well, probably because you got the white sugar too.
Maybe I didn't have my glasses on.
That could be. It'll still be good though.
I'm putting together soda, salt,
You do your thing.
cocoa, and flour.
Let's see here.
Yeah,
Is this kind of broken? Oh, there we go.
You can pump it up a little bit more.
Well,
There you go. Yeah, it's broken.
but it still works.
I think it's been dropped, but it wasn't me.
Well, accidents happen in the kitchen,
Yes, they do.
like all the time.
When we were making these, I just couldn't forget the treat of Mother making peanut butter cookies.
You know, I don't really remember my mother making cookies.
Oh, you don't? Well, that's the only kind I remember.
My mother,
this is
my
vanilla.
grandmother would do the big old...
A whole tablespoon of vanilla.
Yeah, well, you're going to need it in these cookies, I think. My grandma would make those big white sugar cookies with the crimped edges and a big, huge raisin in the middle. I never could figure that one out, but I never liked them. You want to crack those?
Yeah, you put these in one at a time. Well, I'm very thankful that there wasn't that much junk food available.
We
when I was
were
young.
really never allowed to eat, well, My family couldn't afford junk food. There were 6
Maybe
of
that
us.
was the problem
Ew.
with our family.
It's a yucky looking egg. Ugh.
And I've got all of the dry ingredients here. I can tell you it's a cup of flour, half a cup of cocoa, teaspoon of baking soda, and a half a teaspoon of salt.
So you're gonna,
These.
oh, dandy. Okay. A little at a time, I'm gonna be a
Okay.
chocolate mass, like all over me.
But don't you think there's something sacred about peanut butter and chocolate together?
Oh, always, yeah.
I wonder who thought of that. And so this, you have the best of both worlds in one cookie here.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna get it. It's gonna become a plume of smoke here,
Yes, it is.
of cookie batter.
And you don't have to grease your pan at all.
No, because they're really greasy.
And you roll them up in a ball, just like my mommy used to. Isn't it amazing how the older you get, you think of those things that you're...
Your parents used to do? Oh, yeah, I do too.
Yep. Oh, we didn't put these in.
That's all right. I'm gonna fold those in because
Okay.
I just want to get this stirred in a little bit better because I'm making so
Do you want
much
'em?
noise. Yeah, sure, anytime.
Okay. Oh, they kind of stuck together while we were gone. They're all over the
The
cabinet.
heat.
Well, this is really we made a mess here. This is really a hearty cookie. Wanda was telling me how she would freeze cookie dough. Is that what you did?
Yeah. Oh, you know, because I worked when my kids were, well, once they went to school, then I worked during the day. So I'd get up early in the morning and I'd put dough together. And then sometimes I'd bake it at night if I had time. Or I'd freeze a bunch of stuff.
And so as soon as it thaws out, you can bake it? If you freeze it?
Yeah, I just bake my cookies.
Yeah?
Not a problem.
It's a mess here.
All right, so you want to show them what you do with,
Oh, yes. Another memory of my mom. And you said same memory for you.
yes.
Because she would roll them like this, and then she'd take a fork, which I think you see in so many peanut butter cookies. But your mother, she went the extra mile and did it both
She
ways.
crisscrossed them, yeah.
Boy, that's the way it works.
And the recipe actually calls just to take a cup. Your
Yeah.
hands are so greasy from this thing,
Yeah.
but honestly.
But this is what the recipe calls for.
You can do it however you want.
And
yeah.
I made a few a little bit thicker, and they're nicer. They've got a little cakey
yeah.
texture to them.
They're a little
And here
nicer.
we go. Isn't that just gorgeous?
Go ahead and try one. Did you try one?
Oh, I've had two.
Oh, well,
yes,
there you
I've had two
go.
already today. So they're chewy chocolate peanut butter cookies, and Wanda's the gal that gets the recipes out to you when you order them. Okay,
Yes.
I hope you'll enjoy this conversation I had with Dr. David Clarke. He's always fun. He's always interesting, so take a look.
If you would like a copy of today's recipe, you may receive it by contacting us through social media as listed on the screen. When requesting a copy through the mail, be sure to include a self-addressed stamped envelope. Thank you, and please know we always appreciate hearing from our viewers.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back. If you were with us last time, I was talking about My Spouse Wants Out. This is a book not for the faint of heart, I would say. And we'll get back to that. But I was just thinking, you've done this for 33 years, and have there been times when a couple comes in and you say, oh, this is going to be a piece of cake. We'll get them back together. And then one that you think is completely gone comes back.
Oh, I have. It's amazing what God can do. People make their choices. I had a couple. You'll like this, Arthelene, and this is hard to believe and really way off the reservation, but this man had had 50 plus adulterous affairs over the course of probably 15 years. He traveled so his wife didn't have a clue. Sweet, godly woman. Oh my goodness, they had a child. I'm thinking, well, this doesn't look good.
Not going to make it.
Even though he was repentant, But they got through. They followed the steps. God did his thing, and it was an amazing recovery. It took 4 or 5 years to win her trust back. But he was willing to do it. He did not waver, and it was a wonderful example of what God can do. Then I'm thinking of a couple. This was a ministry couple, husband, wife, in the ministry, and loved the Lord and had served him faithfully for years. Well, the guy, I'm thinking, well, this should work. They both know Jesus. They've served him faithfully. They know what he can do. They've seen miracles. And they didn't make it. The guy made the choice. He doesn't want to stay married. I said to him, you're out of your mind. You're turning your back on God. What a bonehead. And you're going to pay for this. Didn't care. That you've seen that glazed look. He just wanted what he wanted to sin. Of course, lost the ministry, trashed his family. I think she got through. She was able to get through, but it was just awful. So you never know what's going to happen when you start.
I know, because I think you would, all the years you've done it, maybe have a certain sense about it that.
Yeah, you never know.
Never know. You can be surprised.
I don't have that female intuition, Arthelene. I'm just telling you.
Well, you said that he was blinded. I totally understand that because I've seen it up close. But what these guys don't know, Satan has the power to take you on quite a trip.
Yeah, boy.
And he blinds you. And those kind of people who have always been pretty smart in the past do the dumbest things.
Oh, they do.
But they look at you like you're stupid. You're not with it.
Right, you're not getting it.
But the scales will drop.
Yeah, boy.
And that's when they see life as it is. They see life as God sees it.
Yeah, and Satan's
That's
laughing
sad.
the loudest when they're destroyed.
It's sad.
You can warn them. They think they're going to be the one exception. God doesn't make any exceptions. If you sin, you pay. It's only to bring you back to him, but that level of sin in the ministry is a big deal to God. He's not amused by that, and justice will be done.
But even with when your spouse says they want out, want a divorce, there's still hope. And what I get from this book, though, is that you kind of, it's usually the guy wants out.
Usually.
We'll talk about the guy walking out. The gal is so devastated, and what you do, you pick her up in this book and shake her and say, take your power back.
That's right. Get a voice, get a spine angle going, get back on your feet. That can shake them up. Women don't know the influence they can have and the power they can bring to the
That's
table.
the truth.
Man, I know. And when you see it, it's a beautiful thing. When that guy's kind of shell-shocked, oh yeah, he's out of the bedroom, no laundry being done for him. You're divorcing me? Okay, I'm not going to get in the car with you. I'm not going to go to church with you. I'm not going to make a meal for you. Oh, you're broken down on the side of the road. You're calling me for help. Click. I'm not going to do it. That's divorce. And we see how he likes it. Rather than playing the game up until the time the judge says you're divorced, he doesn't get the full impact of it. Let's give it to him now. We'll see how he likes it.
And we're talking very much about human things, not spiritual things. Isn't it a real threat to a guy who I want out, and she suddenly becomes kind of independent? Isn't that just a mind game that he can't take?
Oh, it's tough. And I'll tell her, you're not going to do anything wrong, but you start going out at night. You don't tell him where you're going. He never tells you. Take care of the kids. I'll be going out tonight. You're not out until midnight like he would be, but you're going to go with your girlfriends, whatever. But you don't tell him. Oh, it'll drive him nuts and start to worry him. And that's what we want. We're trying to shake him up because you don't want him anymore. He doesn't want you. You're going to say to him, I'm done with you. Last man on earth, don't want you. Once you've got your finances in a row, you've seen the attorney, and you're ready, since he's divorcing you, you have to respond. 20 days in this state.
Be careful so you won't be taken advantage of.
They will take you to the cleaners. I call it the steamroller. I hit you hard, I hit you fast, I've got my attorney, here are the papers, and I'll wipe you out. You're still in shock and you're divorced. No. You gotta slow it down and stall and get your response in place, because this is the rest of your life. You're going to take him for all you can take him for, whatever's legal. I'll tell these ladies, before you leave, before he leaves the home, or if he's already out, if he hasn't divvied up the money legally, you can take half. Investments, 401ks, and with your attorney's guidance, you take half, and you don't ask for his permission. He'll have a fit. Well, tough. I'm getting this in a divorce anyway, and you're divorcing me. What's your problem? So we do a lot to shake him up.
You've been at this 33 years. At what point did you kind of come to this conclusion? Because I doubt if you came out of school with this conclusion.
I did not. I was taught just the opposite of this by well-meaning people. The beg, the plead, the chase, that you're part of the problem. Let's have marriage counseling. I did that for 3 years. It might have been closer to 2.5 because I realized this doesn't work, and I respected the men who taught me this. They were my mentors. They were wrong. Nicer guys than I am, but they were Christians. This is not what the Bible teaches. You confront sin, and you do it pretty aggressively in this scenario, so I had to learn from my mistakes, and I regret those cases. I can still think of the cases where I wasn't helping that lady. Because you have a position of authority when you're a Christian counselor, a pastor, to say, I think you need to do this. Well, they'll do it. But if it's wrong, it ends up hurting them. So this way,
And
it's
all this really, bottom line, motive is you'd like to make it work.
Right. I tell the lady, they think, well, I have no chance. If I try it this way, he'll have a fit and be angry and divorce me. I say, he's already divorcing you. You have nothing to lose. This is your one shot, maybe to shake him up and actually to save the marriage. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not asking you for percentages. I'll pull one out of the air. Say 75% of these situations, the guy wants to divorce. So do you teach the guy the same thing if the woman wants the divorce?
Yeah, same principles, no difference. It's harder though. I may have mentioned this in the previous show. When a lady wants out, oh, it's rough. But I've seen it work in reverse too. She's out around town. She's living the single life. She's decided. She's burned out. But the same thing in reverse. It's actually harder for the guys to do it because the guy's even more devastated. He realizes what he's done wrong. He's out of control. And so he chases her. Wrong. She's still in sin. Yeah, you made mistakes as a husband, but nothing to warrant this. So it works in reverse too.
Now, I mentioned to you there's one place that I would have a little different thinking, and that's the children. I think their ages make a big difference. I don't think you trouble children with adult problems. So would we leave them out as long as possible?
Yeah, because you've got to get yourself together. And since part of what I'm suggesting is kind of secret, you can't tell a small child that. He'd tell your soon-to-be ex anyway. We don't want that. So it's always age appropriate. And as we discuss this, I'm in favor of you speak the truth, but it's in general terms, not details, because they can't handle that. Now, if they're old, if they're teenagers, that might be a little different. Still, you're not going to go into detail. But age appropriate, let them know what's going on. We want them to love Dad. If Dad's the one leaving, you love Dad. I'm not going to interrupt your relationship with your father, but here's the truth. But I want you to know the truth and know what Dad's about. I think that's fair. But yeah, as an adult, you shoulder most of it yourself. You just have to explain to the kids, in my mind, before you say, I'm done with you, and you push back on the guy who's leaving you, divorcing you, the kids have to know something to explain your behavior.
I would guess that this is not the bulk of your practice at all. Can you look back, though, on some situations that this absolutely, it worked? It worked when she got a little initiative and took control of a few things. Shock him to death, huh?
Oh yeah, and it's a thing of beauty.
And that's what you need. You need a shock.
You do. It's almost entertaining for me as a Christian psychologist because so many cases, are difficult, but when a lady gets strong and she gets empowered through the power of the Holy Spirit and she's pushing back, even if he doesn't respond, it's a beautiful thing to watch because now she's already getting ready for the divorce. He's divorcing her anyway if we can't stop him. So don't wait until the judge, when you're devastated and you have no money and you're still trying, you're in a pool on the floor. No, start getting ready now and get the kids ready, I think, for divorce because that's probably what's going to happen. And my practice is kind of morphing into, I still do a lot of basic marriage work where you wouldn't use this approach, obviously. It's very balanced.
What do you have most now?
I'm telling you, mostly ladies who are living with abusive husbands. I'll deal with men who have destroyed their marriages and want to get their woman back. A lot of infidelity. That's what the sexual sin's so rampant, as you know, Arthelene, everywhere. Pornography, emotional affairs. I knew Susie back in high school, and I really liked her.
That is a good one.
People are so stupid, you can't help it. It's like, stop it. You could have married Susie. You didn't. You married Betty. She's sitting right here, you moron. So I see a lot of that. And so we can heal from that. And again, it's pretty upfront. You can heal from any trauma if you take the right steps and God's involved. So it's more these specialized areas of really serious marital issues rather than just the garden variety we can't communicate. Those cases bore me, so I don't do many of them anymore.
Most of it's sexual sin, though.
A lot of it is.
Is that true with when the woman wants a divorce?
It is, increasingly it is. Now typically, for the woman, she will leave, she doesn't have anybody like right now that she's seeing. The guy will often have that, but it's just a matter of time. Because she starts going out. You know what happens when you go out with your girlfriends, your non-Christian girlfriends, Arthelene? You know, not personally, but you know how this works. You go out and you go to a bar, guys are
Not a
going to
good
hit on
idea.
you. It's not a good idea. I'm just there with my friends. The only reason you go to a bar with your girlfriends is to meet a man. Everybody knows that. So don't kid me here. So they're going to meet some guy, and he'll be the greatest guy in the world, and he'll ruin her life. That may come after the divorce, or at some point after she's filed. So yeah, bad idea upon bad idea.
But if somebody comes up to you with the wonderful news, I want out, then you have a plan. I'm not calling it a spiritual plan or psychological plan or anything. It's a plan for, especially for the women, to be prepared for anything.
Right, and they need it because you're not going to get that from your basic pastor, even though well-meaning, or even your basic Christian counselor. They're not quite sure what to do. Well, they would say, well, I'm talking to you now. Let's have your husband come right in next week. I say just the opposite. I have no use for him. I will never talk to him until he repents. He'll have to earn his way back into my office. Let's you and I work and get this tough love thing going. Guys will actually call me. They want to have that one session. They're done. They're divorcing. I'll come in one time, Dr. Clarke. I say no, and they're shocked. Isn't this how you make a living?
I bet that's true.
It's beautiful.
They want to say they tried once.
Exactly. I say, no, I don't need you here. You have made a sinful choice. You're divorcing your wife. I don't need to talk to you. This is the last time we'll talk. Unless you come back to God and you want to win your wife back, which you don't. So talk to somebody else.
So your standard is a biblical divorce.
Right.
That's not what they've got.
No, they're not even close. Unless you know, the Bible's clear, the abandonment by a non-Christian spouse, the ongoing unrepentant lifestyle of adultery, okay, even those are true and biblical, I wouldn't recommend it. Or you can make a strong case for just abuse, emotional, physical abuse, ongoing, okay. These people don't have anything like that. They're just selfish pigs, and they want out. They want to sin. They want to have somebody else. They want to live a different lifestyle that I can't live if I stay with you. Well, that's awful. I tell these ladies, you don't want, as we sit here, you don't want that guy. He's your husband. What are you chasing him for? He's a dirtball. He's a sinner. In fact, the point of the pushback is, if you want me back, and you don't now, turn the tables, you're going to have to move heaven and earth and become the next Billy Graham, or I'll have nothing to do with you. Well, the guy doesn't expect to hear that.
Well, you have to make a believer out of the other person. I'm sincere. I want to make this work. And it might take quite a while to be convincing.
It might. It might. And I'll have these ladies stall. Of course, they have. If the guy is already filed, you have to get your ducks in a row legally and go through the process. It will take months. He can't divorce you tomorrow. So there's time to put this into play. And also, we might get into this too, the dumb things he says. I say for a couple of months, after you've got everything in a row and maybe he's out of the house or out of the bedroom, what the dumb things he says, I call it whack a sinning spouse. You're going to whack him every time he says something dumb. Not long involved rants, even though it's tempting, but just surgical strikes.
This is unbelievable.
It's fun. It really is. And it works. And it's biblical, I'm telling you.
Okay. You list in this book, because the greatest majority of time it's sexual sins. You mentioned, I think at the top, pornography, which can destroy a marriage. There's no question.
Sure can.
But how does a man get out of that? That is a grip of Satan that's equal to no other.
It's a big-time addiction. You have to admit it. You have to bring it out into the open. You got to tell your wife. You got to tell your best friend. You've got to get into serious individual therapy with someone that knows what they're doing in the area of sexual addiction.
And do those exist? Are there therapists, Christian therapists, that are specialists?
Oh, there are. I've got one in Tampa. Chris Thayer's his name. He's my go-to guy. I'm more the couple guy. If I've got a guy that has that problem, Chris Thayer. Solid, younger. Of course, he wasn't younger than me anymore, but he's very solid, very sharp. That's what he does, and he's good at it.
So if somebody contacted you, you could send them the right direction
Oh, yeah.
to the right person.
After 30 years in town, I knew everybody. Oh, yeah, I've got all kinds of contacts, and I can refer if I'm not going to take the case. Yeah.
Because being in the ministry a long time, I happen to know that is a stronghold that is almost impossible without
It's tough.
just a visitation of God and some direction.
Oh, yeah, it's hardcore, deep issue. A lot of accountability. I think these Celebrate recovery groups are powerful, Christ-centered recovery groups, sexual addiction oriented.
Praise the Lord for
individual
those,
therapy.
yeah.
It's huge. So you can break it with God's help, but it's not easy.
Remember that we are out of time, so he'll be back next month. You stay with me. I have a couple of things to say before we have to say goodbye.
Arthelene would like you to keep the following information handy. You may contact Homekeepers by writing to Homekeepers, P.O. Box 6922, Clearwater, Florida 33758, or go to www.rippy.org. Remember, we always enjoy hearing from our viewers, and we thank you for your support.
I'm just so thankful that every month I can bring you an experienced gentleman like that. He gives us a lot of ideas, a lot of good wisdom. Let me remind you again of America at the Crossroads. I think everybody knows this unless they don't ever watch any news or read any papers or anything. This book can be so informative for you, $25. You can write to us, Box 6922, Clearwater, Florida 33758, or call us, 1-800-229-0059. I think it's a book that will really inform you. The Bible says, good understanding giveth favor. And this can give you a great understanding of what's going on in America right now and the direction that she is taking and also what we can do about it. Because Scripture says, greater is he that's within us than he's within the world. And we need a band of thousands upon thousands upon thousands of Christians praying as we're heading for another important election. I just hope that this will just be on your mind constantly because God does answer prayer. You can count on that. And hope to see you next time, remembering there's no higher calling than that of a homekeeper. God bless you.
If you should miss a Homekeepers program, you can catch up by going to www.ctnonline.com. Click on CTN Programs and then on Homekeepers.